Hey, welcome to Graphic Policy Television GPTV. I'm Brad. Every single week, there are probably hundreds of comics and graphic novels and manga that get released, and well, it's a lot to sift through. So I'm going to be doing a video every single week of here's what's coming. Here's the highlights of what's coming. Generally, I'm going to try to stick to top 10 because I'm sure these things could go on forever if I just listed off everything I thought was awesome. To make it simple, we're going to be doing it in alpha order. There's going to be no top 10, number 10 type stuff here. We're just going to go alpha order and kick it off. Kicking it off for our first one, our first recommendation ever for Comics of the Week. We've got Absolute Batman number 4. I think this should be no surprise. This series has been amazing. Great art, great storytelling. And this issue is probably going to be a key one, and that is the origin of Absolute Batman. We've gotten some teases. We've gotten some hints. Well, here it is. This is the actual answer as to what the hell happened. Written by Scott Snyder. This has guest art by Gabriel Walta. This is one to not be missed, especially if you've been reading this series. Number 2, we've got Aquaman number 1. Yes, it's a debut, part of DC's All In. DC's All In new initiative has been awesome so far. And I gotta admit, I'm a little nervous of when superheroes or just characters' powers get shifted up and changed up a bit. And that's what's happening here with Aquaman. But in All In, it's part of the storyline, and I think it's actually been really solid so far. They've been doing an excellent job of the power shake-up storyline, and I'm hoping that Aquaman, pulls that off. We'll see. Knock on wood on that one. It's put up by writer Jeremy Adams and art by John Timms. Death of Copra number 1. This is probably going to be a little bit under the radar, but if you like superhero comics, if you like things like Suicide Squad, stories like that, then you're gonna want to check out Copra as a whole. There's many volumes that have been out so far, but this is supposedly the last chapter of the series. The series has always been full of kinetic energy, just over-the-top action. If you just like indie comics, if you like superhero comics, this is the series to check out. I haven't had a chance to read the first issue. I have no idea how much you need to know about the previous series and what's come out so far to appreciate it, but it's always been one that's delivered. Just great art, great storytelling, and the fact that it's wrapping up and this supposedly is it. Imagine everything's on the table, and it could be some crazy stuff out there. All right, next up, we got number, I think this is 4. We got Magik number 1. Magik, for me, has always been a character that's hit and miss. Sometimes really good, sometimes really bad. But here, Magik goes on a demon hunting quest, and that kind of has intrigued me. Willing to check it out. It's a debut issue, always with the debut. You're going to see a lot of debut issues on this. I'm not too familiar with writer Ashley Allen, but German Peralta has always done solid art, so this is one that's definitely going to have a fan following, but I think could be intriguing as well. Also intriguing is New Champions number 1. Marvel tends to be hit and miss with these debuts of full new teams and characters and stuff like that. Most of these characters have been kind of teased before, or maybe have debuted in other comics, at least some of them. So I'm intrigued to see how this goes. I mean, as I said, Marvel either has hits with this sort of thing or complete misses. Who knows what this one's going to be like. It's from Steve Fox and Ivan Fiorelli, published by Marvel. Green Hornet, Miss Fury, number 1. 2 classic characters are getting together to go and investigate the murder of a mentor for both of them. This one's on my radar because of Alex Segura is the writer. Art by Federico Ceresa and published by Dynamite. It should be some good pulp adventure. Next, we got the Lucky Devils. I believe this is the 6th pick. Lucky Devils number 1 is from the 8 Billion Genies team of Charles Soule and Ryan Brown. The story is 2 rebellious demons want to start a revolution in hell, and they sucker 2 20-something-year-olds to help them do that. 8 Billion Genies was awesome, so I'm kind of expecting this one to be really good as well. Next, we got Transformers number 16. This should be no surprise for anyone that has watched this this channel. I'm loving the new Transformers line of comics and expecting this one to be as awesome. Basically, it's Gen 1 Transformers done differently, slightly twisted, tons of action. It's great stuff. This one we have Autobots versus Decepticons versus Starscream's faction. Expect it to be awesome. This should be a really, really good issue, and it's clearly building to something huge. We'll see. if you haven't been reading up to this point, like, this is the 3rd volume. It should be, like, wrapping up soon, but go back and catch yourself up on it. This one, Where Monsters Lie, Cull-De. I've loved this series from Kyle Starks and Piotr Kowalski. If you haven't read it, go get the 1st volume. It's the story about where serial killers and slashers from movies go when they're not killing people. It turns out they have like a community they live in. The first one was introducing us to a community. Of course, all hell breaks loose, and now we're being introduced to a second community. It is really funny. It's both like a love letter and makes fun of this genre. Go check it out. I've loved every single issue of it. Like, it just puts a smile on my face. There's just so many holy shit moments and just over-the-top ludicrousness to it. It's fantastic. Final one, we go from slashers to Zootopia. Zootopia #1, the beloved animated series, is coming to comics. Art by Alessandro Rinaldi, but Jeff Parker is writing it, and Jeff Parker is an amazing writer. Kills it on so much stuff, published by Dynamite. Dynamite's done a fantastic job on their Disney comics, so I'm expecting no less from Zootopia. It's not really an animated film I know tons of, I just know people love it. So I'm excited to dive in. I think it's an easy one for adults and kids to both enjoy and appreciate. So there's my top 10 for the week. I want to hear from you. Like, what do you want to see from these sort of videos? And also, what is standing out for you from the week? We're going to be doing lots more of these, obviously, every single week going on from now until clearly you are sick of it. So stay tuned. As always, much appreciated. You can check us out every single day at graphicpolicy.com. We're on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Tumblr, Instagram, TikTok, Mastodon, Threads, Blue Sky, all the stuff. All at Graphic Policy, keeping it nice and consistent. So until next time, keep reading those comics and keep it geeky. Hey, thanks for watching the previous video from Graphic Policy Television. Just by watching, you help support our site. Thank you so much. Now, if you're watching these videos, you probably care about geeky things like movies, television, comic books, toys, games, video games, you name it. You can go and subscribe right now to our YouTube channel to stay in touch and catch all the new videos, or check out our website at graphicpolicy.com. There's a nice link on this end of the video. But as always, thank you for watching. Keep on rocking and keep it geeky.